Welcome back to Phase 101. This is Brandon Farrow, and today we're going to be discussing Part 5 of our 7-part presentation, Stabilizing and Prolonging a Lucid Dream. So after we become familiar with the induction techniques and successfully attain lucidity, we need to know how to stabilize our surroundings under various circumstances and through various means. So you'll find that after lucidity is achieved, the dream is normally blurred or distorted, and so we need to clarify it. And this is what deepening will do. It'll clarify and make our dream more vivid so we can actually walk in it. Lucidity will begin to fade over time as well, so we also need to know how to maintain our lucidity. As you progress through your lucid dream, you'll find that your subconscious actually tries to pull you back into a normal and mindless dream state, and this can be your actions, your thoughts, even your dream characters will kind of divert your attention and try to pull you out of that lucid state. It just happens normally. And so for these reasons, we need to become familiar with the deepening and maintaining techniques that I have found to be very effective in intensifying my sensory perception and maintaining my lucidity for extremely long periods of time within the dream. There's been occasions where I've been able to lucid dream for about an hour per session, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without these techniques. So the concept of deepening in the dream. So like I said, deepening is the primary form of clarifying or intensifying your senses and perception of your surroundings in a dream. The lucid dreamer must perform deepening techniques when sensory perception begins to fade. This will happen regularly, especially if you're doing the wake-induced lucid dream. After deepening, the dreamer and the dream will be stable and vivid. If the dreamer fails to deepen, lucidity will end or will most likely wake up. Deepening will also aid in maintaining lucidity, so you can use it as a maintaining technique as well, but really it's just to clarify the dream, the vividness of the dream, so you can actually see things and so you can actually walk or fly throughout your dream. So when is the dream distorted? Directly after transitioning from a wake-induced lucid dream, when the lucid dreamer doesn't move much within the dream, when specific actions are performed that accelerate your heart rate, and this occurs a lot when people become too excited or too afraid that they're actually lucid within a dream. After the dreamer manipulates dream settings or translocates to a new location, and when the dreamer thinks about themselves or their physical body. And these are just the most common examples that I've experienced. Deepening techniques. So we transition into the dream from a wake-induced lucid dream. Everything's blurry, we can barely see anything. You may need to start by just putting your hand directly in front of your face to try to see something, because sometimes you can see absolutely nothing, but you already finished the transition stage. You're actually in the dream, but it's just too dark for you to realize that. So try to put your hand just right in front of your face so you can make out something. If you can see more, try to get up and go towards any items that you're close to. You may also feel sluggish and heavy, but deepening will kind of allow you to break out of that sluggishness and you should become more mobile. Immediately go to items within reach and observe each item one at a time, about 5 inches from your eyes. Inspect every fine detail of that item. And then after observing that item, feel and touch the texture. Is it soft? Is it hard? The coarseness, everything about it. Repeat this with about 5 items, only for a few seconds with each item. Feel your entire body with your hands head to toe. And then finally, yell as loud as you can. Increase vividness now. Increase sensory perception now. Increase lucidity now. So once we know how to deepen and become stable within the dream, and our dream surroundings are stable, we can learn how to just maintain that lucidity for prolonged periods of time. And maintaining is the primary form of prolonging lucidity in a dream. If the dreamer fails to maintain, lucidity will end, they will become semi-lucid, or they'll just wake up. Maintaining is a constant reminder to the dreamer that they're currently dreaming. It allows the dreamer to keep track of their state of self-awareness. Here are some maintaining techniques. Rub your hands together and blow on them to heat them up. Touch and view multiple objects nearby and feel the entire body. So that's similar to a deepening technique, but it also works for maintaining. Spin until a dream has stabilized or transitioned and then stabilized again. Perform indirect techniques such as strengthening vibrations or force listening in within the dream. And every few minutes, just remind yourself, this is a dream. Just actually yell that out loud. This is a dream. For me, I like to perform reality checks. So every few minutes, I'll yell, this is a dream, and then I'll perform a reality check. And my favorite reality check is to actually just hold my nose and attempt to breathe in. So I'm constantly reminding myself, yes, I'm still lucid in a dream. Once we have a plan of action and we kind of know what to do, we can maintain lucidity for much longer. And this happens by not doing certain things in the dream that will diminish our lucidity. So here's some just fundamental rules for maintaining. So constant movement and activity. If you remain calm and passive, you'll quickly wake back up in bed. Instead, never stop moving. Make plans. Have at least 5 or more tasks that you wish to complete within your lucid dream, and have this planned out the night before. Since you have a plan to follow, you'll be more consciously aware, and it'll be less likely for your subconscious to sidetrack you or trick you into a non-lucid state. Don't think about yourself. So excessive internal dialogue or thoughts about the physical body or where the physical body is located may wake you up. Avoid looking into distance for prolonged periods. Concentrating on a specific object for too long will distort your dream setting, so you want to avoid that. But it is acceptable to stare into the distance, but just don't glare on specifics for too long. Attempt to re-enter. Always attempt to re-enter your lucid dream directly after you awaken. The probability of re-entering is very high. So this is important too, because right after you awake from a dream, you may have encountered a false awakening, so you may still be dreaming. It's just you're imagining yourself waking up again, but you're still in a dream. So always remember to perform that reality check right after you awaken, quote unquote. And also, if you actually do awaken, immediately try to re-enter that lucid dream, because you were just in a lucid state, so chances are you'll be able to hop right back in that dream and become lucid. Avoid overexcitement. This is probably the one thing that people always have issues with, as an accelerated heart and respiratory rate will wake you up. For me, I do encounter some really emotional, crazy amounts of inspiration in some dreams, and I'm just flooded with excitement and emotions. But I have learned to kind of harness that. I can still maintain full lucidity even with that excitement. But for beginner lucid dreamers, this is one that normally causes them issues where they immediately wake up. So just try to relax and avoid that overexcitement and just tell yourself, I'm in a dream and I'm not going to wake up.
The possibilities are infinite and only limited through the boundaries of the imagination. Anyone has the potential to turn these ideas into reality, and these experiences will change your life forever. The power is within your reach.